I saw a few, like, not like other girls videos lately. I used to have this attitude myself, and I wanted to put in my 2 cents. I heard someone say it's a pick me, I'm down with the boys thing, or a femininity is bad thing, which is definitely a thing, but that wasn't what it was for me, so I wanted to talk about it. In high school, I was bullied a lot, and the worst of it came from the girls. I lived and still live on a farm, so I didn't bother much with makeup or shoes. You know, I've got horses to muck out and chickens to feed. It's not important. Like, who am I dressing up for, you know? I'm also demi, so I wasn't into, like, boy bands and trying to show off for boys. Not that I'm saying you can't be into boy bands if you're ace, but I'm not attracted to boys like that. I just had crushes on fictional people. And I got bullied for my looks. I got bullied for being a farmer. I was picked on for, like, not bothering to, like, try and look nice. And one of the girls asked me once, but you've got to look nice, she said to me. And I just replied, why? And she didn't have an answer for me. My friends, very much in finger quotes, like, were the worst. Because they were worse than the other bullies. They were always yelling at me and telling me, like, no one likes computer games, anime is stupid, and just shouting me down anytime I disagreed with them on anything, which was quite often. And I was a classic, I hate pink teen. I like pink and sparkles and stuff now just fine. But at the time, I hated it because it represented everything about girls that I hated. Pink represented those clothes-obsessed, boy band-obsessed, mean girls who made me feel worthless. That's why I hated it. It is very true that there's an overall attitude that femininity is bad and dumb and that teen girls are just the worst, and that's terrible. And you're probably thinking, but you just told me that all the girls at your school were terrible. Well, no, but the people who bullied me the worst were the girls. There were also perfectly nice girls who did, like, makeup and boys and so on. I'm still trying to deprogram myself from thinking girly is a bad word. And one of the things that does bug me is when I used to go to conventions to sell my books, people would describe the plot of Miss Prince as girly, like, because I'd give them a little rundown of it, and then they'd go, that sounds girly, and wrinkle their nose. Just to give you a very short description so you understand, how I described it was, this girl gets a job as a prince and fights dragons and vampires and joins a rebellion against a vampire overlord, something like that. And people were just like, ew, a girl doing things. And they're like, just, what? Like, if Lucinda was a guy, if, like, that was just a guy pretending to be a prince instead of a girl doing it, I mean, a guy rescuing the princess or joining a rebellion is the plot of so many, like, boy, again in air quotes, things. Like, Mario and Zelda games are about some dude rescuing the princess several times. Star Wars, Luke goes off to help a princess and joins a rebellion. Why is it girly when a girl's doing it? What is wrong with you people? So, like, that's why I decided to draw Lucinda for this. She seemed apt. She does have a bit of a not like other girls attitude, but it's more that she just finds almost everyone and everything normal, in air quotes again, boring, which she quite rightly tells her off for. But that is why it's important for me to show that she does like frilly, pretty dresses and dressing up. I didn't want to present her as doing a guy's job because she's masculine and girly stuff is dumb and worthless and she can't do it if she's into pink. Yeah, I really wanted to stay away from all that. At high school, it really was a lot like Mean Girls. One of my friends once said, I don't want to be the only one wearing a skirt, and I really hope that teens aren't still thinking this way. Just wear what you want, just dress for you. Sometimes kids like 13 or 14, sometimes grown men, say things to me on the lines of like, what the heck are you wearing? Like, well, whatever I want, it's none of your business. And it's not like I dress outlandishly, like, I just like bright, not off the rack stuff. And it's not even a big deal? I don't understand. What's your problem with bright colors? I don't understand why people feel the need to tell other people what to wear, as long as it's not hurting anybody. People they don't even know. Why does it affect you if I'm wearing clothes you don't like? I don't know you. It's got nothing to do with you. Just wear what you want. I am so glad that attitudes to gender are changing and that kids have the internet, because I only got the internet when I was 16, and there's a lot of horrible stuff on the internet, but what it does show you is that you're not alone. That can be a bad thing if you're like in a toxic mentality and you find toxic groups that show you're not alone. That's not so good. But when you feel like you're weird just because you're not mainstream, it really helped me with that. I think that that's another reason for like the not other girls thing. I'm not like those mean, horrible girls who's obsessed with makeup. I'm not going to pick on someone else if I don't like how they look. Thank goodness I'm not like that. For me, it was a self-defense mechanism, because I was just like, well, I'm not like those mean, horrible people. So, of course I'm not like other girls. Like, I had to think, those girls are wrong. They're wrong about me. I am not a worthless person to know because I don't doll myself up every day. Like, I had to think that, or I would just be destroyed. So it was a wall I built for myself to protect me from their assertions that I wasn't a worthwhile person because of my looks and because of my hobbies. I think that was sort of what it was for me. And I did slowly grow out of thinking that it was, people who like makeup and shoes that were mean. It was just those girls were mean and happened to like pink and makeup and shoes. I think it's important to make that distinction, because I think it does get reinforced a lot. I may have even said it in my book somewhere. If I find it, I'll alter it. It's like, I did do some altering of Miss Prince recently. There was just a couple of things and I was like, I don't like that, I want to change it. That seems questionable now, 7 years along the line. And there were a few things I was like, this is a weirdly gender stereotyping thing in my book about not fitting into the box that you're given. So yeah, so that's why the second edition. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say on that.